Today I'm visiting San Jose Japantown, so I'm gonna check out what's going on here. We see quite an interesting neighborhood. We came to San Jose many times. It's about 1 hour away from San Francisco, but I see this interesting tower. So first of all, on NPR yesterday I heard the news, some story about Japantown in San Jose, and I was like, wow, cool. I went to Japantown in San Francisco many times, one of my favorite places to hang out. But I did not know that there is a Japantown here. We came here to some supermarket and bakery, Japanese bakery, and some other stores. There's a little center, shopping center and grocery store, but I never thought there's a Japantown. So this area is different actually from the place where I went before. This is actually Japantown that has a couple of blocks and some buildings, and the story is pretty interesting, and how it started, developing after a while, after World War II, more strongly. But I mean, I didn't get into details of all the story of it, but there was internment and process when Japanese Americans were sent away during the war, because Japan became the enemy of the U.S. in World War II, and on the side of Germany. So anyway, this city is Japantown is undergoing some development again, and some businesses are closing, the new ones opening up. So there's a hope that it will maintain some of its spirit, colorful spirit, and Japanese traditions, and as they like to say, Japanese American community. So the objective is not to have purely Japanese culture represented here, but I guess Japanese culture represented in the view of through the lens of Japanese Americans and how they adopted it and how they use it, etc. So we'll just walk a little bit and see what it is. Very hot today. We had a party earlier in the park for kids and families and parents, and I met somebody from Belarus. The boy was curious. He was asking me, "Oh, can I throw this boomerang?" And I had the boomerang in my hand, and it's kind of like a cross, large plastic cross with a circle around it. So I didn't realize the boy's Russian speaking. And his father came, and we spoke Russian, and then met some other interesting people, including from my college, from the same town of Lubbock, Texas, where I went to school. Lots and lots of stories to share and memories. So yeah, here's some interesting objects next to some railroad in San Jose. Futuristic shape of some tower could be found on Star Trek base as one of the antennas. Something. Okay, I'm back. I was filming this object, imagining that it's some kind of tower or antenna on the starbase, and suddenly I got distracted by the sounds. It was a lizard, so I tried to catch that lizard and film it, but I only grabbed a glimpse of it. And it's probably a lizard that lives in a hole like this. Gigantic hole. Who knows what made this hole? Some kind of creature. construction lot future maybe something will be built here. Just a second ago I saw a bird, looks like a sparrow, was trying to catch a butterfly, and for a minute or so they were fighting, and butterfly flew away still. It was a very small, kind of grayish, maybe average size, kind of moth looking butterfly, and it went to the building here, and the bird just gave up and left it. Here. America is a country of opportunities, as some people like to say. Money. Oh, here's one more. Check this out. What kind of it's a token, I think, from Chuck E. Cheese or something. It's a local restaurant here for kids. Chuck E. Cheese. So yeah, like I was saying, America is a country of opportunities. You can even have money sitting right on the floor, and you can just pick it up and invest it in your retirement account, and it will grow into $1 million by the age of when you turn 65 years old or so. It's true. Some new construction going on there. So here is a Japantown in San Jose.
San Jose's Japantown turned 125 this year. We take a moment to appreciate one of San Jose's most beloved neighborhoods, full of vibrant restaurants and shops, a genuine hub for the region's Japanese-American community, and a place where the community's history is being safeguarded and repackaged for new generations.
Oh, they're closing the store already. We missed the store. Couldn't come in. Looks like a Japanese grandma. Just turned the sign from open to close. Yes, folks, it's me. Hello. So I'm trying to remember what events to go to. We got some stuff going on. Something, 3-mile run and walk. Hawaiian souvenir. Maybe we could go to that somehow. And then this is Asian Art Museum in San Francisco. We need to check it out. Yeah, this is San Francisco, 200 Larkin Street. Pretty nice museum, by the way. Highly recommended. And then this event, Nikkei Matsuri, Sunday, April the 26th. We need to come here to San Jose for this event. I never came to any events in San Jose yet, but in Japantown there will be huge events in April. 4 days, whole weekend. I plan to make some videos from that huge Sakura festival. I was just writing down some information about this My Hawaiian Souvenir event, actually typing into my phone to text it to myself. And I noticed there's DJ Puli and friends. So I have a whole story about Puli. Maybe it's spelled differently, I don't know, but there's a Puli town in Taiwan where I visited my friend from New York. Maybe I'll include a couple of pictures. I need to make more videos about Taiwan itself, but there was quite a story there. So this town is very beautiful, and it's small, but they have some of the largest Buddhist temples I've seen in the world, and they're really huge, and there is a lot of activity, and it's really beautiful, and they have like cherry blossoms and the river, and it's just in the backyard. And then in the mountains you see that monastery. Maybe I'll put a picture in the video if I don't forget. So it seems like quite a few stores already closed, which is okay. Well, this one is still open. Maybe it's for animals. Looks like all animal-oriented stuff. So people like to shop for their pets and spend enormous amount of money for the clothes, and food and gadgets and food and nutritional supplements and for their pets, which is pretty crazy, I think. But you know, pet lovers will not agree with me, of course, because they love them. When I had a pet, we started even buying, you know, for my beautiful Siberian cat, we started buying him some specialized food. I think my mom started doing it because I was not in Russia already at that time. When I was there, he ate everything what we ate, borscht and meat. My father used to convince him by saying, "Вкусно," which means delicious. Eat that borscht, and then he convinced him to eat borscht. Borscht is like a soup made with vegetables and based on broth. So my wife was buying some mochi. Let me see the mochi. Let me take it out. Oh, that looks delicious. I'm holding it upside down. Supposedly highly rated shop. We'll try it. And then my daughter was bugging and asking for some candy and cookies, and looks like old Japanese lady, grandma, right? Mm-hmm. Gave this as a gift. So I thanked her. Nice people of Japantown. Wow, there's even a picture in the marble. That's something that people usually do in the cemeteries in Russia. They have pictures of relatives on the marble surface so it can withstand the elements. It's a pretty nice picture. It's like a photograph, black and white photograph. And this almost looks like a board for game Go, but no black and white.